Have you ever felt like you're sleepwalking through life, your potential just waiting to be unleashed? Picture this. It's Monday morning, your alarm blares, and that familiar knot in your stomach tightens. Another week of unfulfilled dreams and missed opportunities looms ahead. But what if I told you that your life could be radically different by this time next month? Here's a mind-bending truth. There are invisible principles governing success, and those who follow them transform their lives almost overnight. It's not magic. It's a science that's been hiding in plain sight. Jordan Peterson, the maverick psychologist, teaches us that the path to a meaningful life begins with responsibility and order. Stephen Covey adds the missing piece. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. But here's where it gets interesting. Today you're going to discover 8 powerful self-development principles that can change everything. And I mean everything. These aren't quick fixes or life hacks. No, these are battle-tested strategies that, when applied, create real, lasting transformation. Now lean in close because this is crucial. The last principle we'll cover? It might just be the key to unlocking your entire potential. It's the secret sauce that ties everything together. Let me break it down for you. First, we'll dive into 2 fundamental principles that will shake the very foundation of how you approach life. Then we'll explore the habit-forming techniques that will catapult your performance into the stratosphere. Finally, we'll uncover the mind mastery principles that separate the extraordinary from the average. But before we dive in, I need you to do something for me. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for just a second. Now ask yourself, am I really living or just existing? If that question made you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is the first step towards change. And change, my friend, is what we're all about today. So, are you ready to transform your life? Because in the next few minutes, you're going to learn the exact blueprint used by some of the most successful people on the planet. And the best part? It's simpler than you could ever imagine. Buckle up. Your life is about to change. Imagine yourself adrift in the vast ocean of life, your boat tossed by relentless waves, completely at the mercy of the currents. That's what life feels like when you don't take responsibility for it. But what if I told you there's a way to grab the helm and steer your ship wherever you want to go? Let's dive into the first and most crucial principle of self-development, taking absolute responsibility for your life. This isn't just another self-help tip. It's the foundation that everything else builds upon. Picture this. It's Monday morning and you're stuck in traffic. Your boss is expecting you for an important meeting. The easy thing to do is curse the traffic, blame the city planners, or make excuses. But here's the plot twist. None of that will get you to your meeting on time or improve your life. Jordan Peterson, the renowned psychologist, puts it bluntly. If you want to change your life, stop blaming others and start cleaning your room. Sounds simple, almost too simple. But think about it. How many areas of your life are messy simply because you haven't taken responsibility for them? Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, reinforces this idea. Proactive people understand they are responsible for their own choices and for their own destiny. This isn't about controlling everything that happens to you. It's about controlling your response to everything that happens. Now, I can almost hear you thinking, but you don't understand my situation. I have so many obstacles. Here's the thing. Obstacles don't disappear when you take responsibility. They become challenges to overcome, not excuses to hide behind. Let's make this practical. I want you to pause the video right now and write down the 3 main areas of your life where you need to take more responsibility. Maybe it's your health, your career, or a relationship. Be honest with yourself. This is the first step towards real change. Got your list? Great. Now here's your mini challenge for the day. Go 24 hours without blaming anyone or anything for your circumstances. Catch yourself when you start to make excuses. Instead of saying, I can't because, ask yourself, how can I? This shift in mindset is powerful. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals who believed they had control over their lives, an internal locus of control, were not only more successful but also happier and less stressed. Taking responsibility isn't always easy. It means admitting when you're wrong, putting in the hard work, and sometimes making tough decisions. But the payoff is enormous. You move from being a passive observer in your life to the active creator of your destiny. Remember, every great success story starts with someone deciding to take control of their life. Steve Jobs didn't wait for someone to hand him success. He built it from his garage. Oprah Winfrey didn't let her challenging childhood define her. She took responsibility for her future and rewrote her story. As we wrap up this first principle, I want you to really let this sink in. Your life right now is the result of your past choices. Your future will be the result of the choices you make from this moment forward. That's both empowering and scary, isn't it? But here's the exciting part. The moment you truly embrace this principle, you unlock a superpower. You become unstoppable. Because when you take responsibility, you take control. And when you're in control, there's no limit to what you can achieve. In our next chapter, we'll explore how to channel this newfound responsibility into a clear, compelling purpose. But for now, remember, you are the author of your life story. Make it a bestseller. Are you feeling the shift already? The power that comes with taking responsibility? Share in the comments one area where you're going to step up and take control. Your journey to transformation starts now. Picture this. You're standing in front of a blank canvas, paintbrush in hand. The possibilities are endless, but without a vision, where do you even begin? That's exactly how life feels when you don't have a clear purpose. Welcome to the second principle of our life-changing journey, starting with a clear purpose. This isn't just about setting goals. It's about crafting the masterpiece of your life. Think about the greatest architects in history. Do you imagine Michelangelo starting the Sistine Chapel without a plan? Of course not. Yet so many of us live our lives without a blueprint for our future. Is it any wonder why so many feel lost, drifting through life without direction? Jordan Peterson, the renowned psychologist, puts it bluntly, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. But here's the kicker. When you don't choose your destination, someone else will choose it for you. Your boss, society, even your well-meaning family. Is that what you want? Stephen Covey, in his wisdom, advises us to begin with the end in mind. Successful people don't just stumble upon their achievements. They have a crystal-clear vision of the future they want to build and work relentlessly towards it. Now, I can almost hear you thinking, but I don't know what I want. Don't worry, you're not alone. Finding your purpose isn't about having all the answers right now. It's about asking the right questions and being willing to explore. Let's make this practical. I want you to pause the video right now and grab a piece of paper. Yes, right now. Got it? Great. Now I want you to write down how you want your life to look in 5 years. Don't censor yourself. Dream big. Where do you want to live? What kind of work do you want to do? How do you want to feel when you wake up each morning? This exercise might feel challenging, even uncomfortable. That's good. It means you're pushing beyond your current limitations. Remember, your purpose doesn't have to be grandiose. It just needs to be meaningful to you. Here's a mini challenge to keep you on track. Distill your vision into a single powerful sentence. This is your personal mission statement. Write it down and put it somewhere you'll see it every day. Let it be your North Star, guiding your decisions and actions. Now let's address the elephant in the room. What if you set a purpose and things don't go as planned? Well, here's a secret. Your purpose can evolve. The goal isn't to predict the future perfectly. It's to give yourself a direction, a reason to get out of bed each morning with fire in your belly. Consider this. A study published in the Journal of Research and Personality found that individuals with a sense of purpose in life tend to live longer and have better health outcomes. Your purpose isn't just about achievement. It's about living a fuller, more vibrant life. As we wrap up this principle, I want you to really let this sink in. Without a clear purpose, you're like a ship without a destination. You might be moving, but you're not really going anywhere. But with a purpose, you become unstoppable. Every decision becomes clearer. Every obstacle becomes a challenge to overcome, not a reason to quit. Remember, your purpose is uniquely yours. Don't fall into the trap of comparing your journey to others. Your path is your own, and that's what makes it beautiful and worth pursuing. In our next chapter, we'll explore how to build powerful habits that align with your newfound purpose. But for now, I want you to sit with this idea of purpose. Let it percolate. Let it inspire you. Are you feeling the spark of possibility? The excitement of charting your own course? Share in the comments one aspect of your 5-year vision that excites you the most. Let's inspire each other to dream bigger and reach higher. And hey, if you're enjoying this video and finding value in it, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps more people discover these life-changing principles. Remember, your engagement could be the reason someone else finds the inspiration they need to transform their life. Stay tuned, because in our next chapter we're diving into the power of habits. the small daily actions that, when aligned with your purpose, can create monumental change. You won't want to miss it. Imagine your life as a giant sculpture. Every day you're chiseling away at this masterpiece. But here's the kicker. Your habits are the tools you're using. Some habits are like precision instruments, carefully refining your creation. Others, they're more like sledgehammers destroying your hard work. Welcome to the game-changing third chapter of our journey, building powerful habits and eliminating destructive ones. This isn't just about to-do lists or productivity apps. It's about rewiring your brain for success. Think about it. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Reach for your phone? Hit the snooze button? Or leap out of bed ready to conquer the day? These small actions might seem insignificant, but they're the building blocks of your life. Jordan Peterson, the renowned psychologist, puts it brilliantly. The small habits of everyday life create your future. Improve by 1% each day and in a year, you'll be 37 times better. Let that sink in. Not twice as good, not 10 times better, but 37 times better. Stephen Covey reinforces this idea. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act but a habit. Your habits aren't just what you do, they're who you become. Now let's break this down into two powerful principles. Principle 3. Master your morning routine. Your morning sets the tone for your entire day. It's like the opening scene of a movie. It can make or break the whole experience. Here's a practical action step. Start your day with a keystone habit. Could be reading, exercising, or meditation. Choose one and commit to it for 30 days. Principle 4. Eliminate distractions and focus on the essential in our hyper-connected world. Focus is a superpower. Here's your action step. Identify one app that's stealing your attention and uninstall it. Replace that time with learning or working towards your goals. But here's where it gets interesting. Changing habits isn't just about willpower. It's about understanding the science of habit formation. Every habit has 3 components: the cue, the routine, and the reward. By understanding this loop, you can hack your own behavior. Let's make this practical. I want you to pause the video right now and write down one habit you want to build and one you want to break. Got them? Great. Now for the habit you want to build, identify a clear cue, like putting your running shoes by your bed for morning exercise, and a reward, like treating yourself to a healthy smoothie after. For the habit you want to break, it's about disrupting the pattern. If you mindlessly scroll social media before bed, try putting your phone in another room. Replace the routine with something positive like reading a book or journaling. Here's a mini challenge to kickstart your transformation. Do a 24-hour digital detox. Observe how it impacts your productivity and mental clarity. It might be uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort is where growth happens. Remember, building new habits takes time. Research shows it can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days for a new habit to become automatic. Don't get discouraged if you slip up. Each day is a new opportunity to get back on track. As we wrap up this principle, I want you to really internalize this. Your habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Small, consistent actions repeated over time lead to massive changes. Think about the most successful people you know. Their success didn't happen overnight. It was the result of consistent, positive habits compounded over years. You have the same hours in a day as they do. The question is, how will you use them? In our next chapter, we'll explore the golden rule of success and the power of character. But for now, I want you to focus on your habits. Start small, be consistent, and watch as your life begins to transform. Are you feeling the excitement of potential change? The power that comes from taking control of your daily actions? Share in the comments one habit you're committed to building or breaking. Let's inspire and support each other on this journey of transformation. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step. Your new life is just one habit away. Let's make it happen. Picture a world-class orchestra. Each musician might be incredibly talented, but without character, without the ability to work together, to show up on time, to practice relentlessly, that orchestra would crumble. The same is true in life. Talent can open doors, but it's character that keeps them open. Welcome to the game-changing 4th chapter of our journey, the golden rule of success and the power of character. This isn't just about being a good person. It's about building the foundation that will support all your future success. Think about the greatest leaders in history. What set them apart wasn't just their knowledge or skills, but the strength of their character. You can be the most talented person in the room, but without character, sooner or later you'll stumble. Jordan Peterson, the renowned psychologist, puts it brilliantly: be a person others can trust. Credibility opens doors that skills alone can't. Let that sink in. Trust is the currency of success in every area of life: business, relationships, personal growth. Stephen Covey reinforces this idea. Sustainable success comes from the balance between character and competence. It's not enough to be good at what you do. You need to be someone people want to work with, someone people can rely on. Now let's break this down into two powerful principles. Principle 5. Be impeccable with your word. Your word is your bond. It's the foundation of trust. Here's a practical action step. Choose one commitment you've been putting off and fulfill it this week. No excuses, no delays. Watch how this small act builds trust, both in yourself and with others. Principle 6. Practice the 80-20 rule in personal development. Not all actions are created equal. Some have a disproportionate impact on your success. Your action step. Identify the 20% of actions that bring 80% of the results in your life and focus on them relentlessly. But here's where it gets interesting. Building character isn't just about big heroic acts. It's about the small daily choices you make when no one is watching. It's about keeping your promises even when it's inconvenient. It's about doing the right thing even when there's no immediate reward. Let's make this practical. I want you to pause the video right now and write down one area of your life where you need to strengthen your character. Maybe it's being more punctual, or following through on commitments, or speaking up for what's right. Got it? Great. Now commit to working on that area for the next 30 days. Here's a mini challenge to kickstart your character building journey. Choose one difficult commitment and fulfill it without fail. It could be going to the gym every day for a week, or calling a loved one daily, or completing a project ahead of schedule. The specifics don't matter as much as the act of keeping your word. Remember, character is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. And just like physical exercise, it might be uncomfortable at first. You might want to quit. But push through, because on the other side of that discomfort is growth. As we wrap up this principle, I want you to really internalize this. Your character is your most valuable asset. It's the foundation upon which all your other successes will be built. Without it, any success you achieve will be fragile, always at risk of crumbling. Think about the people you admire most. Chances are, it's not just their achievements that impress you, but who they are as people. Their integrity, their reliability, their courage. That's the power of character. In our next chapter, we'll explore how to overcome stagnation and master your mind. But for now, I want you to focus on building your character. Start small, be consistent, and watch as doors begin to open in every area of your life. Are you feeling the weight of this principle? The power that comes from being a person of strong character? Share in the comments one area where you're committed to strengthening your character. Let's inspire and support each other on this journey of personal growth. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step. Your journey to unshakable character starts now. Let's make it happen. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. You've made good progress, but suddenly you hit a plateau. The air is thin, your muscles ache, and it's tempting to set up camp right where you are. But here's the truth. That plateau is the most dangerous place to be. Why? Because while you're standing still, the world keeps moving. Welcome to the game-changing 5th chapter of our journey. Overcoming stagnation and mastering your mind. This isn't just about pushing harder. It's about pushing smarter and rewiring your brain for continuous growth. Think about the most successful people you know. What sets them apart isn't just their achievements, but their relentless drive to learn, grow, and evolve. They understand that in today's rapidly changing world, standing still is the same as moving backward. Jordan Peterson, the renowned psychologist, puts it brilliantly: if you're not progressing, you're regressing. Life demands movement. Let that sink in. Every day you're not growing, you're falling behind. Stephen Covey reinforces this idea. Sharpen your saw every day. Continuous growth is the key to mastery. It's not about massive leaps, but consistent, intentional steps forward. Now let's break this down into two powerful principles. Principle 7. Overcome the fear of change. Change is uncomfortable. It's uncertain. But it's also where all growth happens. Here's your action step. Choose one fear that's holding you back and take a small step today to face it. Maybe it's fear of public speaking. Sign up for a local Toastmasters meeting. Or fear of failure. Start that side project you've been putting off. Principle 8. Cultivate a cycle of constant growth. Learning isn't a destination. It's a lifelong journey. Your action step. Start a learning journal. Every week, write down what you've learned, what challenges you've overcome, and what you want to learn next. But here's where it gets interesting. Mastering your mind isn't just about acquiring knowledge. It's about rewiring your neural pathways, creating new connections, and literally reshaping your brain. Let's make this practical. I want you to pause the video right now and write down one area of your life where you feel stagnant. Got it? Great. Now brainstorm 3 small actions you can take this week to create movement in that area. Remember, they don't have to be big. Small, consistent steps lead to massive change over time. Here's a mini challenge to kickstart your growth mindset. Read 10 minutes of a personal development book every day for the next 30 days. It could be Atomic Habits by James Clear, Mindset by Carol Dweck, or The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. The specific book doesn't matter as much as the habit of daily learning. Remember, your brain is like a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it becomes. And just like physical exercise, mental growth can be uncomfortable at first. You might feel resistance. That's normal. Push through it. As we wrap up this principle, I want you to really internalize this. Stagnation is the enemy of success. Your ability to learn, adapt, and grow will determine your success in every area of life. It's not about being perfect. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Think about the person you want to become, the skills you want to master, the impact you want to make. Now realize that person is created through daily, intentional growth. In our next and final chapter, we'll bring all these principles together and show you how to implement them in your life. But for now, I want you to focus on creating momentum. Start small, be consistent, and watch as your life begins to transform. Are you feeling the excitement of potential growth? The power that comes from taking control of your mind and your future? Share in the comments one area where you're committed to growing. Let's inspire and support each other on this journey of continuous improvement. Remember, every master was once a beginner. Your journey to mastery starts now. Let's make it happen. You've just embarked on an incredible journey of self-discovery and growth. But here's the thing. Knowing the path is only half the battle. The real magic happens when you take that first step and then another and another. Let's quickly recap the 8 powerful principles we've explored. 1. Take absolute responsibility for your life. 2. Start with a clear purpose. 3. Master your morning routine. 4. Eliminate distractions and focus on the essential. 5. Be impeccable with your word. 6. Practice the 80-20 rule in personal development. 7. Overcome the fear of change. 8. Cultivate a cycle of constant growth. These aren't just ideas on a screen. They're tools waiting for you to pick them up and reshape your reality. But here's the million-dollar question. Which one will you start with today? Jordan Peterson reminds us, life can be incredibly difficult, but if you have a purpose, it becomes meaningful. This journey you're about to embark on? It's not just about success or achievement. It's about creating a life rich with meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. So here's your challenge. Choose one principle. Just one. And commit to applying it in your life starting right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. No. Are you ready to take control of your life's narrative? To stop being a passive observer and become the author of your own story? The choice is yours and the time is now. If this video has sparked something in you, don't let that flame die out. Like the video to keep this message alive. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, because this is just the beginning of your transformation journey. And here's where you come in. Share in the comments which principle resonated with you the most and how you plan to implement it. Your insight might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Remember, every master was once a beginner. Your journey to an extraordinary life starts now. Let's make it happen together. Hey, incredible growth seekers. Wow, what a journey. If this video resonated, subscribe now for more life-changing content. Join our community of self-improvers. Smash that like button to fuel more content on mindfulness, goal setting, and emotional intelligence. Share this video to create a ripple of positive change. Comment below about your growth journey. Your insights shape our content. Next week, boosting self-confidence and overcoming limiting beliefs. Don't miss it. Every interaction brings us closer to a world of empowered individuals. Let's make personal development global. Stay inspired, keep growing. Your best self awaits. Let's unlock it together.